Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
Hey guys, Cappers Nation Live. Welcome. Your Wednesday game day edition. Hopefully everybody can hear me. How is the audio? How is everything on the other side of the microphone? Hopefully you guys can all hear me. Hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. Leyland, thank you. Western Michigan yesterday was a nice outright dog winner for everybody. Crypto's ready, I'm ready. But I can't go if I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. So somebody give me a nice little audio check and then we will get the ball rolling. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, good evening, whatever you want to call it is fine by me. What's going on, Princess Chachu? Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Leyland. Welcome, everybody, to Cappers Nation, your Thanksgiving edition. Happy early Thanksgiving to everybody. Bringing you Thursday's show on Wednesday because of Thanksgiving coming tomorrow. I know I will be stuffing my fat face full of turkey, pie, and all that other good stuff. Princess Chachi all dressed up for Thanksgiving. That's how we do it around here. I'll be dressed up tomorrow for Thanksgiving dinner. I actually, believe it or not, just got out of the doctor's office and made it back to the office with 12 minutes to spare. I see Duke is ruining a free play for us. Hopefully they could tie it and put it into overtime. That would be nice. Poor turkeys. Brian, yeah, we actually have 3 turkeys that we're going to be taken care of tomorrow. 3 turkeys and a bunch of tri-tip. Jay Pence, you changed your name. Why'd you change your name on YouTube, bud? Jay Jesus. We can call you whatever you want, though. What do I think of the Tiger Woods and the Mickelson matchup? Tiger, baby. Hasn't been playing this good in years. Brian sent turkey. We can do that. We got 3 turkeys. My mother-in-law is going to put one in the oven. And then I'm smoking one and my father-in-law is smoking another. And then we got a bunch of tri-tip as well. Assuming I'm able to function tomorrow. I threw my back out yesterday. Playing in the garage. Pushing around my old 1946 Willys. Crypto, yes, thank God for teaser bets. Teasers were your savior yesterday because yesterday's premium plays sucked. Today will be a lot different. Today will be just like Monday. Nice big 2-0 day. Duke about to go down. Cannot get a basket to wow. Can't get that ball in that hoop. No, I don't need a good back to eat, but I need a good back so that I could be able to walk out to the smoker. But We got some good trusty pills from the doctor for when it gets unbearable. I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but I've been a tweeting fool on this Duke game. Absolutely smashing the bets, individual team totals, first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes on Duke. I went 2-0-1 in the first half, 2 wins and a push. 3 wins on Duke in the second half. Plus, I bet Gonzaga first 5 minutes for 500 that it let me bet. I tried betting more, over 8.5. Did a 2-team parlay. The first 5 minutes over of Louisville game and the first 5 minutes in Duke. Copies of my actual tickets right on my Twitter account. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you're absolutely missing out. We put out a free play on Twitter already. We gave out the second half. Duke minus 6.5 in the second half. Whew, not looking good. It's okay. We admit to it when we lose. I did bet him in-game. Absolutely in-game the shit out of Duke. At +8. Twice. And then I did get him at +525 on the money line. I bet him when they were down by 15. Eight seconds for Duke to tie the game, which I'm praying. I'd love OT. Hopefully you're ahead of me. Nope, Gonzaga wins. Unbelievable. Duke shit the bed. Not gonna lie, I put a little $300 on him. At +525 to win the game outright when they were down by 15. Just needed them to tie and go to overtime right there. No doubt about it, the second half, they had all the chances in the world. It is what it is. Duke goes down. So does our official free play of the day. But you know, that's okay. We've got a free play coming up for you guys here in a little bit. Make it up for you guys. What's everybody like tonight? Seems to be a little slow night tonight. Where is everybody? Let's see what you guys like tonight. Post up in the comments what you guys like. Love to see what you guys like so far today. Give me 1 second, guys. Like Auburn. Give me 1 second, guys. I see the Kansas game is off the board, but that game got pushed back to 5:35, yet it's still off the board. We're just taking a look at it. Brian likes the Bulls. Leyland likes the Pelicans money line. See Hanford LeBron over 29.5. LeBron over 29.5 against his old team's probably a good bet. I look for him to try and probably punish him. It's still up there. Where's the bet at? There we go. Nope. Kansas and Marquette is still on the board if you guys haven't bet it. Not going to lie, I'm going to be betting a fun little bet right here that goes off in 22 minutes. I don't know if other books have it, but I bet it on my 5 Dimes account. Marquette first 5 minutes. And Duke, scratch that. They just pulled it off the board. Detroit and Houston, the big board on college football tomorrow, guys. You mean big board on Friday? Tomorrow, just a couple games tomorrow. All right, we got people joining us. Welcome to Cappers Nation Live, your weekly all things sports betting show. Normally, we broadcast this show live every Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, but because of Thanksgiving tomorrow, we decided to bring you Thursday's show on Wednesday rather than not have it at all. So here we are. Ready to rock and roll. I'm just popping everything up here, folks. Alrighty here, let's get this show on the road. We've got a free play to give you guys. We've got some money to be made. How is everybody's Wednesday going? Feels weird having the show on Wednesday. This show is brought to you by everybody at cappersdirect.com. Are we giving free plays away for tomorrow? We might. I know there's going to be a video for tomorrow with a free play in it. I've got a free play for tonight. I do have a free play for tonight, though. I'll make you guys some money tonight. Maybe, Calvin. We'll see. Welcome, everybody. Cappers Nation Live. Brian, they did. Gonzaga's a good recruiting school. People that got a lot of redshirt freshmen, they get a lot of transfers as well. They take in a lot of transfers from other schools. Steven, no more fries? Mario, who's RJ Bell? Princess Chachu, no, we don't just limit ourselves to certain conferences. We ride certain teams. I'm not going to lie. We'll ride certain teams when we're making some money on them. I have free plays for tonight. I might have free plays for tomorrow. You just never know, Calvin. You're going to have to wait around and see. Guess you're just going to have to watch the program and see. Where's Curtis? Is he still watching fishing shows? Thank you, Michael. Mario, do you respect RJ Bell? Don't know who RJ Bell is. Cut my volume up. Hold on, let's see here. Hey, Paul, welcome to the show. Bobo the Clown. He was given the boot. Hold on, let's see here. I don't see any audio warnings for somebody saying that the microphone came out. All right, let's jump right into the program. Nope, can't say I've heard of that that website, but we'd appreciate it if you weren't plugging the if you weren't plugging other sites. I didn't delete you, Mario. We deleted the comment. We don't allow plugging of other websites. Awesome. Glad they have good information on there. Glad you're happy with them. Thank you. Arturo, welcome to the show. It's all good, Mario. Thank you, Calvin. We're going to get rolling in this show. We've got a busy show to go over. We were going to go over the college basketball AP top 10, but I'm pretty sure that's going to change after today's game with Duke losing. As Baba Booey just said, for everybody that's just tuning in, welcome to Cappers Nation Live. Please do hit that thumbs up button, give us a like in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys free winning plays 7 days a week. We'll try what one of our viewers last week suggested, Devin. Hey, Kyle, in the near future, will there be an NBA show? There might be. We might have to bring an NBA show. What's going on, Russ? Welcome. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. When we get a bunch of them, we'll give you guys away. We'll give a free play away for you guys. We'll give a free play that's actually not on our card. One of my own personal wagers. And if you guys haven't been to my Twitter account today, then you should. And you'll see that I'm absolutely kicking ass today. And for everybody that doesn't follow me on Twitter, there's a copy of there's a link directly to my Twitter account at CapNation Kyle, where you guys can go see numerous tickets, all from today. Speaking of tickets and having tickets, parlays, what have I've posted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parlays that were all, or 6 tickets, including a parlay that was a winner. Let's see. I forgot to screenshot my Duke plus 8. I think they already paid it. Yep, they already paid it. Brad, I agree. There should definitely be 54 likes so far. Steven, it's not always easy, bud. It's not always easy. But we were going to go over that college basketball AP top 10 rankings. However, it's going to change today. Duke sitting atop. They were 3-0. They're now 3-1. Number 2, Kansas, 2-0. Hopefully they'll be 3-0 after tonight. And Gonzaga now sitting very, very, very pretty. Sorry, Duke 5-0, 5-1. Gonzaga now 6-0. I would imagine Gonzaga is going to jump up in the rankings if they don't trump Kansas. Either Kansas will be number 1 or Gonzaga, one of the two. They may flip-flop. Virginia was 4th. Tennessee was 5th. Nevada. Good old Nevada from Reno. Sitting in 6th. North Carolina 7th. Villanova 8th. Auburn 9th. And Kentucky sitting in 10th. Jerry Jones, I do agree with you. The way Gonzaga played, they definitely deserve to be ranked number 1. Hopefully they get that ranking. And it will not be their first time in recent years that they were the top-ranked team either. Well, I was going to give you guys a free play, but we'll hold off on that just a little bit. We're going to do what Devin said. Made a great suggestion for us last Sunday. When we see a bunch of thumbs ups and a bunch of likes, we'll give away a free play. I do have a free play for everybody. It's going to be a great day today. Gonzaga is always competitive, especially at home. All right, let's jump right into college football. Then once we get a bunch of likes, we'll jump back and we'll get you guys on a free play. Andre, welcome to the show. Steve, welcome to the show. What's going on, buddy? Steve was one of the lucky individuals. We ran a special promotion about 2 or 3 weeks ago where if you bought a year's, I think it was a month worth of premium plays. A month worth of our premium plays at Cappers Direct, you got a week of my private plays of games that aren't through the company that I just play on my own. And he's been absolutely cleaning house on them. Daniel, welcome, buddy. Welcome to the show. Actually, I got some wintertime trips coming up, and we're gonna go to our property in Colorado soon, and it's always really, really cold. So got to build the beard up, Daniel. Duke has been playing winning teams. Yes, I did. Volume up. Volume's up. We're reaching our peak max audio warning. It might be on your side. Everybody else says the audio is just fine, but I could tune it a little bit. There we go. I'll tune it another notch for you. Here we go. I turn it up here just a tad bit, too. I just got to make sure I don't scream and elevate my voice out of excitement today. Y'all know what I'm saying? Who wins the West Virginia-Oklahoma game? It's going to be a tough one there. Battle of no defense. Thank you, David. All right, while we're waiting for all those thumbs up to, get closer to triple digits, or at least halfway. Daniel, I turned it up a tad bit, too. While we're waiting for that, let's jump right over to the college football segment. We've got a busy college football segment. We've got games tomorrow. Good old Thanksgiving Day games. I've hit already earlier. Reading through some of these comments. Guys, if I missed your comments, I'm not doing it on purpose. If I missed your guys' question, post it again. Give it a couple minutes, post it again. I try and answer everybody's questions. I don't always see them. The chat window that I look at is about that big because I've got the program, I've got my notes, and everything else up. So, all right, let's get through college football. Going into the final week of college football before conference championships. Week 13 college football. They already made an error. They put week 12. Week 13. Not much has changed in the top 10. With the exception of West Virginia out. UCF in. Alabama sitting in first, facing off against Auburn this week in Alabama. Well, Auburn, Alabama. Alabama's at home. Alabama laying 24 at home. Clemson's got South Carolina at home, the second-ranked Clemson Tigers. Clemson laying 26.5. Number 3, Notre Dame heads to Southern California to the Memorial Coliseum to face my USC Trojans. Notre Dame laying 10.5 to 11, depending on where you look at. Steven, UCF doesn't play anybody, so why do they deserve respect? Because they've beaten a bunch of nobodies? Thank you, Jerry Jones. Number 4, Michigan faces off against number 10, Ohio State. Michigan laying 4.5 on the road. Ohio State, a home dog. And let me tell you, we're going to discuss that one later, but Urban Meyer's got a hell of a record as a dog. Number 5, Georgia facing off against Georgia Tech. Georgia laying 17 at home. Number 6, Oklahoma's got heads to West Virginia to face the Mountaineers, the 13th ranked Mountaineers. Oklahoma laying 2.5. I've seen that line all the way as high as 3, depending on where you look. David, I agree with you there. Daniel, we're going to talk about that game. That's actually one of the last games we're going to talk about. And I'm pretty much seeing that the Falcons getting a ton of points too. A desperate Falcons team getting a lot of points. Number 7, LSU heads to Texas to face number 20, the 22nd ranked team, Texas A&M, as a dog. Texas A&M laying 3 against the 7th ranked team in the country, LSU. Number 8, Washington State. After embarrassing Arizona, they're going to get the 16th ranked Washington Huskies at home in Pullman. Washington State laying 2.5 at home. And a matchup that's going to decide who goes to the Pac-12 championship game from the North. And obviously, we already discussed number 10, Ohio State's got number 4, Michigan at home. Michigan laying 4.5 at home. Andre, we're going to discuss that game. We're going to discuss the Bears game. No Trubisky. Going to be a big weekend here at Cappers Direct. Going to try and roll through this show, guys, because I'm trying not to have to take a pain pill sitting here. But for everybody just tuning in, I threw out my back. So sitting down in this office chair is not the most comfortable. I just got out of the doctor's office, and here, with 12 minutes to spare, before we went live, key games of the week in college football for me. Obviously, number 6, Oklahoma facing off against the 13th ranked West Virginia Mountaineers. Number 16, Washington, and number 8, Washington State. And the 4th ranked Michigan Wolverines facing off against number 10, Ohio State. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome. Andre, you know, I thought about canceling the show for today just because I can actually barely sit down. I got a pillow. I've going through ice packs like it's nothing. Eating ibuprofen like it's candy. And thanks to the good old doctor, some good old Oxy for when I need it. I could probably use one right now, but I still got to drive home. And I got to make it through this. We'll wait on the Oxy for a little while. Some CBD oil, you'll be fine. You know, Daniel, I've never tried it. I've heard good things about it. And I think we picked some up a while ago when last time we were in Colorado over the summer. I mean, they sell it here, but I think we bought some for my mother-in-law, bought her 2, and she only used 1 and gave us the other one, and it's sitting in a cupboard somewhere. Drop the Oxy, call Uber. You try and get a little work done in the garage and moving Jeeps around and toys around, and you end up throwing your back out. All right, Mississippi State facing off against Ole Miss tomorrow, guys. Oxford, Mississippi, game 113-114. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time will be televised on ESPN. A game you do not want to miss tomorrow. Going to be some great action in that game, let me tell you. Take 1. 1, take 3. We could definitely liven this party up. CBD takes a few days to kick in. Ah, good to know. I'm going to have to try it, though. I know we got it at the house. There are some good dogs tomorrow. Pick first, then Oxy. What? Come on. You don't like to gamble and live on the edge? You don't want me to take an Oxy and then start picking some winners? Kansas Marquette game. John Cassidy, you're probably correct. More Oxy means more free picks. Because I'll tell you this, my picks are already made for today and tomorrow. Well, most of tomorrow. Not everything is set. Not everything is set. All right, let's see here. I did bet Marquette first 5 minutes over 8.5. They need another point. I got them first 5 minutes over. Kansas over 9.5 in the first 5 minutes as well. Brian, don't make it's great to start. It's great, but start the CBD drops now. 48.72. Good information, guys. I probably won't, to be honest. I probably won't take an Oxy. When I shattered my pinky and broke my hand, that was excruciating, and they gave me Oxy. I still got Oxy at home. I think I might have taken 2 during that whole period. Yeah, thanks, William. Oxy equals a premium pick for tomorrow. Yeah, Bears went from 4 down to 3, and we're going to discuss that if we ever get around to breaking down the games. Waiting for Marquette and Kansas to put up a couple more points. No, Steven, it's not expired. I just shattered my hand not too long ago, a couple months ago. The stuff I just got from the doctors from today. Anyways. Calvin, no, we're live today because we're not going to be live tomorrow. You never know, I may go live tomorrow, but it's not going to be a show. I may go... Oh, man, see, there we go. There we go. I may go live tomorrow while I'm smoking a turkey out in the backyard. Maybe give away something, but I don't plan on it. It's not something that I'm planning on doing. It's nothing that's scheduled. That's why we're doing the show today, to go over Thursday's information a day early, which should help you out with plays for tomorrow, because most of these, Thursday's show, you don't get Thursday's information. But we're definitely going to give you that today. But if you guys follow me on Twitter, and I say Andre just posted that at Cap Nation Kyle, I'll screen, or I mean, hold on. I'll post a direct link to it. That way, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I will post on there if I decide to go live tomorrow. We'll see. If I go live there, then I'll let everybody know ahead of time. But I'll definitely try tomorrow. I can't guarantee it. We got a busy day tomorrow. Kansas over 9.5. First 5 is a winner. Now we just need Marquette to get another point in the next 36 seconds. Ay, ay, ay. White meat. I either smoke a turkey or deep fry a turkey so it ends up nice and moist. That white meat doesn't get dried out. But I'm smoking one tomorrow. Daniel Dark. I don't have a preference, although my wife is white. White and blonde. But I don't have a preference when it comes to the female kind. Right, my leg, man. Calvin, we're going to have 3 turkeys, so there'll be plenty of legs. That's double white. I'm actually going to see if I can load these bets that I made in here, the screenshots, while we're on live. Let me see if I'm able to do it. I know it's not many services like to bet their own games. I mean, I'm not sure why. You would think they would. But I know a lot of services are scared to bet their own games, and that's the reason why they don't. But I bet every game that we put out. It doesn't matter if it's our premium play, our free play, or it's one of my personal plays. I bet games. And if it wasn't successful, I still wouldn't be doing it. Homemade, Steven, homemade. I think my mother-in-law is making the stuffing. Thanksgiving, we go to the in-laws. Christmas is here. But we have so many people coming this year that they asked if I would smoke a turkey because they know I love my Traeger smoker. So, absolutely, I'll smoke a turkey. So here we are. We need 36 seconds. We need Marquette to put up 1 point in the next 36 seconds. And they can't do it. Tom Mai, welcome. We haven't given away anything yet. We're getting ready to, though. We're having a ball, though. Talking about turkeys, smoking turkeys on the Traeger. Absolutely, Daniel. Absolutely. I miss days all the time. Marquette with the ball. I need 13 seconds. I need 1 point. It's going to come like 5 seconds late. Yep. Can't win them all. Can't win them all. All right, let's get back to this game day breakdown. Mississippi State, Ole Miss, game 113-114. We keep getting sidetracked with the talk of Oxy, CBD oils, and smoking turkeys. All good things. Mississippi State opened up as an 8.5. Line is up to 11.5. Total opened up over and under 58 points. Total is now up to 60.5. Mississippi State sitting 7-4 straight up, 7-4 against the spread. Ole Miss, on the other hand, 5-6 straight up, 3-8 against the spread. Some top team trends between the two teams. Mississippi State is 5-2 against the spread their last 7 games on the road against poor rushing defenses yielding more than 4.6 yards per carry. Steven, we try and keep it extra funky and goofy. If you can't have fun, then why do it? You know what I mean? I mean, it's a sports business, you know, and sports gambling, so you might as well have fun doing it. Shouldn't be so serious and stressful all the time. Hey, Calvin, you can find him right on my Twitter. He's always posted on my Twitter or liking what I like. If you go to my Twitter, you'll be able to find his right there. Big 3 points by Kansas. Mississippi. Ole Miss is 0-7 against the spread in the last 7 conference games. Mississippi State is 10-0 on the under their last 10 games versus opponents on losing streaks of 4 or more games. That's Ole Miss. Kansas is heating up, knocking down back-to-back threes. Finally, Marquette puts up a couple points. Not that I need Marquette, we need Kansas, but I did bet some individual first half overs on that game. I need Kansas first 10 minutes, over 20. We already won the over 9.5 first 5 minutes, but now I need over 20 in the first 10 minutes. And I also need the over 17.5 for Marquette in the first 10 minutes. Getting distracted here. Head-to-head trends, underdogs are 5-1 straight up. 5-1. Sorry, 5-1 straight up and 5-1 against the spread their last 6 games in the head-to-head series between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Ole Miss riding a 4-game losing streak. And this is the 115th meeting of the Egg Bowl. And, guys, if you're not aware, even if Ole Miss wins this game, they're still not bowl eligible. This is year number 2 of a bowl ban, a postseason ban for Ole Miss. So this Egg Bowl, this is essentially their championship. This is Ole Miss's last game of the season. This is their bowl game. This is their ride or die. This is their chance to upset a ranked opponent. And they're going to try. They're absolutely going to try. And I expect a good game tomorrow. I mean, you got 18th ranked Mississippi State. And this is a battle of the exact opposites. All right, Mississippi State, they made easy work last week at Arkansas, winning 52-6. And there's no question Mississippi State's been getting the winning done with their defense, which is ranked 4th in the country on total defense, limiting teams to just 275.6 yards. Or sorry, 275 yards per game. And they've also got the second-ranked scoring defense, limiting teams to just 12.8 points per game. On the other side of the field, guys, Ole Miss, they're ranked 5th in the country in total offense, averaging 539 yards per game. And they're second in the passing yards department on offense. All right, averaging 364.1 yards per game in the air. Ole Miss on defense is absolutely just horrendous. They average giving up 482.9 yards per game to opposing offenses. Tomorrow night, guys, you're going to see a battle of two completely opposite different teams. Reading the comments here. Thank you, Andre, for posting that. And then I just posted a direct link. You can click on it, take you right to my Twitter account. Mississippi State averaging 28.5 points per game. Ole Miss averaging 36.7. Mississippi State has been limiting teams to just 12.8 points per game. Ole Miss holding teams to 36.3. Mississippi State on defense has been limiting teams to just 12.8 points per game, whereas Ole Miss has been giving up 36.3 as well. Mississippi State on offense getting the job done with 181 yards in the air on average, 219 on the ground. Ole Miss on the other side, absolutely explosive offense, especially in the passing game, averaging 364 yards in the air, 176 on the ground. Mississippi State on defense and limiting teams to 165 yards in the air and 110 on the ground. So I look forward to watching the Ole Miss and Mississippi State offense versus defense, that passing game against the Mississippi State defense. I look forward to seeing how that plays out. Ole Miss on defense, giving up 275 yards in the air, 214 on the ground. I'm expecting a decent amount of scoring in this game. I mean, I don't expect the scoring that we're going to see in West Virginia, Oklahoma matchup, but I expect to see quite a bit of touchdowns scored and points put on the board for both teams. As an early lean, especially with the Ole Miss defense being absolutely horrendous. It is their bowl game. They're going to do wacky shit when they can. They're going to go for an onside kick when they can. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They're going to run fake punts if they have to. I'm looking for the over on this game. Over 60.5 as of right now is a lean. That might turn into our official free play for tomorrow. And if I go live tomorrow while I'm outside smoking a turkey, maybe I'll give you guys a free play as well. Marquette first 10 over 17.5 is a winner. Duke over 20, not Duke over 20, Kansas over 20 first 10 minutes is a winner. Now the last one that I need Marquette over 26.5 in the first 15 minutes. So before we start breaking down the next game, and the next game we're going to break down is Washington versus Washington State. But before we break down that game, let me see if I can somehow get what I bet on the screen. So just to show that, I bet what I say I bet. And I do a lot of stuff for fun. Yes, William, I said smoking a turkey, not a doobie. I'll be smoking a turkey tomorrow on the Traeger grill. Big 3 by Marquette. Battled back to retake the lead from Kansas. Back and forth game I expect, but I expect Kansas second half to pull away. If not late in the first. But as you guys can see on the screen, if you guys can see the screen, you'll see some winners right there. Kansas first half over 9.5, winner. Kansas first 10 over 20, winner. I actually forgot to bet the first 15. I forgot to put the extra check in the box. Marquette first 5 over 8.5 was a loser. They were stuck at 8. But they did win the second one. Marquette over 17.5 for the first 10 minutes. And now I need over 26. I need 4 more points by Marquette in the next 4 minutes and 29 seconds. And then obviously I bet Kansas minus 7.5 on the game. And this is just my 5 Dimes Fun Money account. I bet a lot of fun stuff on here to build up the account and hurt the little books. I do bet bigger on all our premium plays on another account and in the casinos. Jerry Jones, if it's too small, just go to my Twitter at CapNationKyle. You can see the zoomed in version there. You can see the full version there. Whoever else you guys get free plays from, what I was saying is I encourage you guys, if you guys are getting free plays or you're paying somebody else for games, I encourage you guys, go ask them if they actually bet the games. There you go, Jerry Jones. Click on that link that I just posted. That'll show you the wagers that I just made that I'm cleaning up on. That's another plus. It should be plus 250. 5, 6, 7, about $630 in first half winners there, just in the Fun Money account. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. One thing that you guys will always get here is I bet every game that I give out, plus a lot more than that. I bet a lot of my own games too. All right, let's get the show on the road. We got more games to break down. We've been live for an hour, and we haven't even given you guys a free play. Speaking of free plays, make you guys a deal. You guys get me to 50 thumbs ups, and I'll give you guys a free play right now. 50 thumbs up. If you haven't already hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up, and we'll get you guys a free play right now. Basketball, that'll be a nice win. Everybody. So hit that thumbs up button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're not already subscribed. I suspect most of you are. If you're not subscribed, bottom right hand corner of the video, you're going to see the Cappers Direct logo. Just hover your mouse over it, click that subscribe button, and you'll be good to go. Zoom in, Jerry Jones. Zoom in. Pops up just fine on my iMac 27 when you click on the picture. Looks like I'm looking on it at 5 Dimes. G&G, the only thing I gave out was a lean on the over in the Mississippi State Ole Miss game. But once we get to 50 thumbs up, we're going to give away a free college basketball game for tonight. But first, before we jump into the next game day breakdown over at Cappers Direct, guys, a lot of huge Black Friday sale going on, guys. If you're not taking advantage of it, you absolutely should. You're very welcome, G&G. I'm going to run through what we're doing for our Black Friday deals right now real quick. That way we can get this show on the road. Absolutely huge Black Friday savings going on. If you're debating getting on board our premium plays, now's the time. There's no better time than right now. especially with our Black Friday sales. And we actually have our early bird sale that ends tonight at midnight, where you guys can get an additional 10% off any of our Black Friday sales that's going on. The first one, obviously, a week of our premium plays for $199. The next up is the month. We normally charge $1,000 a week or $3,000 a month. You can get a month of our premium plays for $749. All right, $749, extremely discounted, 75% off. You can also get a year of our premium plays, 1 full year access. College football, NFL, NBA, college basketball, Major League Baseball. I don't know, Daniel. Ask them why they make it Black Friday. We'll call it a Thanksgiving Day sale, all right? But anyways, 1 year of our premium plays. It's actually cheaper than buying it by the month. 1 year of our premium plays on sale for $2,499. It's absolutely killing. A killer sale. We actually asked the company to just go crazy on Black Friday. They're normally tight wads and don't come up with any good sales. They really don't. And they absolutely came through this time. You can get a month for $749, which is normally $3,000 a month, or you can get an entire year of them for less than the price of a month for $24.99. Guaranteed Saturday plays, normally $150 a week. You can buy a full year of them for $14.99, a full year, every single guaranteed Saturday play that we put out for 1 full year for $14.99. And then if you want to do a combo package, 1 full year of our premium plays, 1 full year of our guaranteed Saturday plays, a little more on the expensive side, but the savings is just huge, $34.99. And as an early bird sale, anybody that purchases it, obviously yesterday or today, if you purchase it before midnight, enter the promo code CD10, get you 10% off. Verlin, I was at the doctor's all day today if you called. If you called yesterday or today, I haven't had my cell phone on me for most of the time. Matter of fact, my cell phone that all my clients have my numbers, it's actually in the car right now because I got in just in the nick of the time for the show. But always, if you can't get a hold of me, feel free to call the office or send an email in. Somebody in the office will get back to you. I'm not the only one in the office. And actually, I was out of the office all day today with a busted back. I only came in for the show. And believe it or not, I almost canceled the show. So those are the specials, guys. If you enter the promo code CD10, you'll get an additional 10% off any Black Friday sale. You enter that code in the section for you guys. Here we go. I'm going to post a direct link to it. So if you guys picked up a year of our premium plays at $24.99 on the Black Friday sale, once Thanksgiving, I think they're going to run the sales until Saturday. After that, they're done. They wanted to cap it after Friday. We said extend it through Saturday, and they allowed that. But as soon as that's done, guys, you guys will never see these prices again. Probably not even next Black Friday next year, believe it or not. So there's a direct link to it. Feel free to take full advantage of it. Kansas was up by 10 at one point, and they're now down by 6. What a swing. PMC, what's going on? Leyland, everybody, you're always welcome, of course. That early bird special gets you an extra 10% off the sale prices. So let's just say you pick up the year at $24.99. You can take off $249.90 right off the top of that. Take an extra 10% off right off the top of that. Absolutely. Let's go Kansas. Stop messing around. They were up by 10 quick. And now they're shit in the bed. Lakers money line first quarter. Basketball's too risky for me to be betting quarters, to be honest. But all right, let's get back to the college football game that we're going to be breaking down. Washington versus Washington State. Andre, you'll make it to 50, I promise you. I promise you we'll make it to 50. Everybody, hit that thumbs up button if you're just tuning in. When we get to 50... we're going to give away a free play for everybody. So hit that thumbs up button, hit that like, let us know you appreciate all the hard work we do to bring you guys these free winning plays 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And remember, we will be live again Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, breaking down all things college football again. So hit that thumbs up button, and we're going to give you guys a free play here in just a minute once you guys hit 50, and I know that's coming this next round of likes. I promise you, Andre, we'll get there. All right, number 16, Washington Huskies facing off against the number 8, Washington State. The unrespected Washington State sitting 10-1, getting no love by the playoff committee. Game 143-144, Martin Stadium, Pullman, Washington. Washington State came in as a 3-point favorite. It's now down to 2.5. Total opened up at 53. It's down. Washington, which had playoff hopes in the beginning of the season, slowly watched their season deteriorate. They still have a big chance. They're sitting 8-3 straight up, 2-9 against the spread. However, Washington, if they beat Washington State on the road this weekend, they will win the Pac-12 North. They will go down and play in the Pac-12 championship game for a shot at a invite to the Rose Bowl. So a lot to play for in this game. Obviously, Washington State wants to move up in the rankings. Washington State wants to go down and not only win the Pac-12 North, but go play in the Pac-12 championship, win that game, and give themselves a shot at a playoff berth. Washington State sitting 13-2 against the spread their last 15 games at home against decent rushing teams, averaging more than 4.4 yards per carry. Washington is just 1-6 against the spread their last 7 games on the road against higher-ranked teams. Washington State 17-8-2 on the under, dating back to 2000 at home against AP top 25 teams. One loss. Washington State tries to finish off Washington and claim a Pac-12 North title, as well as a spot in the Pac-12 championship game. Washington State still sitting in 8th place in the college football playoff rankings after dominating Arizona, winning 69-28 in a game where they racked up a lot of points late, a lot of style points to try and hopefully get their the playoff committee's attention and bump them up in the rankings. That effort didn't work. The 8-3 Huskies are looking to play a little bit of a spoiler role, as well as win themselves the Big 12 North a shot in the Big 12 championship game, and a chance for an invite to the Rose Bowl. The Huskies will face the number one passing offense in college, with Washington State averaging 400.5 yards per game in the air. Washington has owned Washington State, winning 4 straight meetings. Washington State has not beat Washington State has not beat Washington since 2013. The total has gone over 2 of the last 3 games, with their second meeting out of the last 3 being a push. Washington games in general go under the total. They are 8-3 on the under on the year. However, their last 2 games have all gone over. Washington State is 7-4 on the over so far this year. Respect the stash. Washington averaging 28 points per game. Washington State averaging 40.5. Washington limiting teams to just 16.6 points per game, whereas Washington State's been holding the opposing teams to 22.6. Washington on offense, putting up 237 yards in the air, 178 on the ground. Washington State on offense, putting up over 400 yards in the air, leading college football with passing yards per game, and struggling with just 82 yards on the ground a game. Washington on defense, limiting teams to 193 yards in the air, 125 on the ground. Washington State defense, limiting teams to 207 yards in the air, 125 on the ground. I do have a free play on this game. Sorry, a lean on this game as of right now. It may turn into a free play, but you got to ask me later on in the week. As of right now, if you guys put a gun to my head and you made me bet it right now, I'd be taking Washington State. However, it's just a lean right now because Washington scares me. Washington is a solid team. They both struggled against key teams this year. But as a lean on this game, Washington State, as of right now. That's subject to change at any given notice. Now, I notice we're just a couple likes away. Guys, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button, get to 50 likes. And we're going to give away a free play coming up for you guys. Kansas in trouble early against Marquette. And I'm not going to lie, we've got Kansas as a play today. Down by 9 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. But as college basketball, it's 3 baskets. And the way Kansas can put up threes, not the least bit worried. More worried about having to take an oxy to get through this show with my damn back. Baba Booey, we'll get there. We'll get there. We got some more stuff to talk about. Next game, we're going to discuss college football. Number 4, Michigan, facing off against number 10, Ohio State. Kansas needs to drop those free buckets right there. Alrighty. Ohio Stadium, Columbus, Ohio, Michigan facing off against the 10th ranked Ohio State Buckeyes, who burned us last week. Absolutely, Brian. Ty, take a couple shots of the 42. You know, I should. Alrighty. Game 161, 162. Crypto, never worry. They're just down by 8. 30 seconds left. They'll come back the second half. If it were not for UFC, it would have been the black Saturday weird day, Sunday weird day. It was a very weird day last week, Daniel. Last weekend. Free plays were awesome for us last weekend, that's for sure. Free plays in general have been lights out. Alrighty, let's get this Michigan and Ohio State game breakdown opened up. Michigan favored by 3.5. Line is up to 4.5. Over and under opened up at 57.5. It's now down to 56. It's down 1.5 points. Kansas entering the half down 9. Everybody watching the show, you may want to watch out for Kansas second half. We'll see what that line opens up at. Jerry Jones, yes, Ohio State overrated. No defense. Ohio State 13-2 against the spread the last 15 games as an underdog. Michigan just 1-9 against the spread on the road versus lower-ranked teams. Michigan is also 6-1 on the over their last 7 games when facing off against the head coach of Ohio State, Urban Meyers. Number 4, Michigan is sitting within a playoff spot if things were to end right now. Before this game, Ohio State, ranked 10th, is sitting on the outside wishing they were in. This is the first game in 55 straight games that Ohio State is going to be an underdog entering the game. As a head coach of Ohio State, Urban Meyers, he's been an underdog 12 times, guys. His record as an underdog, 10-2. Whereas the team is 13-2 in their last 15 as an underdog. Ohio State needed every bit to outlast Maryland last week in a game they probably should have lost. We were on the wrong side of that game, and would have been nice for them to lose just because we lost. They ended up beating Maryland 52-51, 103 points scored in that game, 0 defense whatsoever. The fact that they could not stop the Maryland run should make Michigan's coach Jim Harbaugh happy. as they've been averaging 219 rush yards per game. Michigan is number 1 in the country on defense in a few categories. Total defense, limiting teams to only 234.8 yards per game, as well as passing yards, holding teams to 123.2 yards per game. Ohio State still ranks second on total offense, averaging 541.8 yards per game. Number 4 in the passing game, averaging 359.5 yards. And number 1 in the country on first downs at 322. Both teams score an average of north of 36 points per game. However, one aspect Michigan has down that Ohio State does not, and it's called defense. The last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone over the total, with the underdog covering against the spread the last 4 of 5 games. Michigan averaging 36.6 points per game. Ohio State averaging 41.6. Michigan on defense, limiting teams to 13.5 points per game, holding teams to less than 2 touchdowns per game. Ohio State, on the other hand, giving up 24.6 on average. Michigan offense averaging 210 yards in the air, 219 on the ground. Ohio State offense averaging 359 in the air, 1 on the ground. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. You guys are almost at 50. Once we get to 50, going to give you guys a free college basketball game for tonight. That game goes off in 36 minutes. Michigan on defense, limiting teams to 123 yards in the air, 112 on the ground. Ohio State on defense, on average, gives up 237 yards in the air, 161 on the ground. I do have a lean on this game as of right now. I personally like Michigan on this game. I like Michigan to cover the spread. However, I really like Michigan on the money line. As of right now, it's probably going to turn into a big play for us. But as of right now, it's too early to tell. I still need to do a little bit more research on a couple key things on this game. But everything right now points to Michigan. Regardless of Urban Meyer's record as an underdog, they just have 0 defense. And I don't, they're going to be able to put up points on offense. I think Michigan should be able to hang with them. However, the Michigan defense is going to be the deciding factor of this game. The Michigan defense is going to be what wins the game for Michigan and puts them in a playoff spot. So with that being said, free play a lean on this game as of right now. Michigan on the money line as of right now. Reading through some of these comments. Ty's got Kansas -8 second half. I like that. What are they down by at the half? What they enter the half at 9? Let's see here. Down 9 at the half. So they're basically saying Kansas is going to come back and win on the money line. John, happy Thanksgiving. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. First 5. Almost done. One more second, and I'll be ready to rock and roll. I can't see the comment windows. I can't see the chat window just yet, so hopefully we're busted past that 50 mark. Because I am ready to give away a free play. I'm ready to put you guys on a free play. Let's see here. College basketball second half. Alrighty. Look at that. We're close enough. I see we're at 48. I know you guys are trying. Bunch of holdouts. Let's get you guys on that free play. How about that one? Over under 1 second. Always over. You can watch tomorrow's video and you can post it there, John. All right. There will be no live show tomorrow. We're doing it today to get it out of the way because of Thanksgiving. However, I am certainly going to try and go live tomorrow while I'm smoking a turkey out in the backyard. So you guys may see me live tomorrow in the afternoon, middle of the afternoon-ish. Drinking a beer, maybe making some deviled eggs. The turkey. But I do have a free play for everybody right now because you guys did try. And I'm not that big of an asshole. I know a lot of people out there want to say that I am. But I'm really not. I'm really a good guy. I promise. Nope, it's not the Bears game. But we are going to talk about the Bears game next. We're giving away a college basketball game that starts in 29 minutes between Xavier and Illinois. Here, Andy, I'll hit the thumbs up button myself. There's 49. Maybe somebody else will chime in and give us 50. Probably not, though. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you should. Because we give out more free plays on Twitter. I see Twitter's blowing up because of Gonzaga. Awesome. There we go. There's 50. Steven, where's Curtis when we need a like? He's still watching fishing. Curtis is still watching fishing. Free play, Xavier versus Illinois. On the game. Let me just double check the line before I give it out. Make sure nothing's moved. If I could ever find it. There we go. Perfect. Depending on where you're betting, you're going to either get -1 on Xavier or Xavier as a pick'em. We are taking Xavier. They did burn us the other day. However, we're going to win. We're going to win a nice big day with them today. So one of my personal plays. Kind of like one of the games that I put out on Twitter. Brian, Twitter's very easy. You just got to download the app. Hell, you don't even need an app. You can do it on your computer. I access it on my computer most of the time, and I do it on my phone as well. It's kind of like Facebook. Well, not like Facebook, but it's same concept. Instead of adding people you're liking. But I post a bunch of free plays there all the time. All right. So, let me put that in the comments. Let me put the free play in the comments. But yes, Brian, it is free. Thank you, Russ. You might get Xavier as a pick'em. I do notice the Westgate just dropped it to a pick'em, so you might get him as a pick'em. You might get him at -1. Whichever one you get him at is perfectly fine. Game time starts in 25 minutes. I'm going to keep hammering 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and 15-minute team totals. Hopefully we keep hammering them. We're having a good day betting them today. It is a good day so far today. All right, everybody get that bet in. We're going to jump right over to the NFL. First game we're going to talk about, the morning game on tomorrow. Chicago Bears, Detroit Lions, Ford Field. 12:30 Eastern Time game on CBS. Game 105, 106. 1.5-point favorite. That line is down to 3. Even money. I expect you might even see -250 tomorrow with some money coming in on the Lions. Bears sitting 7-3 straight up. 7-3 against the spread. The Lions sitting 4-6 straight up. 6-4 against the spread. Detroit is 6-1 against the spread. The last 7 games versus Chicago. The Bears 1-9 against the spread the last 10 games on the road on a winning streak of 3 or more games. And then Chicago's 13-2 on the over their last 15 games on the road as a favorite. Head-to-head, 11, 11, and 18. Sorry, I don't know what the hell I'm reading. November 11th, 2018. Wow. The Bears won in Chicago, covering the 7-point spread, and the total went over 44.5. Bears won 34-22 just 2 weeks ago when they played. Bears quarterback Mitchell Trubisky. He is being listed as doubtful. However, we have been told by industry insiders he will not play tomorrow. Chase Daniels, the backup, the career backup, will be starting for him. And it is possible, it is very possible, we were told, that Mitchell Trubisky will not even dress for the game. What that means is the Bears will have to cut a player, more than likely, and add a backup onto their roster. Bears riding a 4-game win streak with wins over the Vikings, the Lions, obviously 2 weeks ago the Bills, and the Jets. Not the stiffest of competition, but given the fact that the Bears will be playing the Lions for the second time in 3 weeks, but this time with a backup, could be a different outcome this week. Exactly, Jerry Jones. No doubt last week's game against the Vikings was the Bears' best game they've played so far, and it was against a division rival. They won't have to wear a jacket, Stephen H. They'll be indoors. And that's only the Houston coach that's an asshole. Frank, happy birthday to your daughter, Madison. I hope she has a great birthday. How old is your precious little one? Having Tariq Cohen and Jordan Howard out of the backfield will no doubt help the backup quarterback, Chase Daniels, in his debut starting a game. 29.4 points per game. Lions averaging 22.2 points per game. Lions on offense averaging 243 yards in the air, 100 on the ground. Frank, 21, are you teaching her how to bet? Now that she's really old enough to bet out here in Las Vegas. Bears on offense averaging 235 yards in the air, 123 on the ground. Bears on defense limiting teams to 237 yards in the air, 78 on the ground. Lions on defense limiting teams to 240 yards in the air, 5 on the ground. You know, a lot of people are riding against the Detroit bandwagon. They did beat the Panthers 3 games before that. They did beat the Dolphins. They beat the Packers earlier in the year. No doubt about it, in my opinion, Chase Daniels will be able to run the offense for the Bears. It is a different offense because Trubisky's able to run with the ball. But, you know, no matter what way you look at them, you know, Detroit's a tough team to bet on. It's going to be a gamble one way or another. I do believe Matthew Stafford is a good enough quarterback to put enough plays together to be successful on offense to keep up with a backup quarterback and the Bears. Andre, that's the best bet you can get right there. That is absolutely awesome. That is awesome right there. I'm still undecided as far as an official play on this game. But as of right now, generally when teams play each other for that revenge game, they always play closer. They usually play tougher. You add in the stat that Detroit's 6-1 against the spread when revenging a loss against the Bears. If I had to bet it right now, I'm going to go against the grain of salt here, and I would take the Lions plus the 3. Again, you know, going against what the public's going to go on here as a lane, I would be taking the Lions plus 3. That may change tomorrow morning. That may change tomorrow morning. Now, again, Frank, happy birthday to your daughter Madison. Happy 21st birthday. Hopefully you're teaching her how to be a 21-year-old properly. I was 21. I still lived in Los Angeles. But we spent it in Vegas, my 21st birthday. Ended up playing blackjack with Jeff Gordon and his ex-wife at the Bellagio on my 21st birthday. I was hammered. My best friend Mike walked up and he started yelling, "Is that Jeff?" And I would look to my left and little shit was sitting next to me. It was a good 21st birthday. I don't know if she can get a free premium play out of it. She'll have to call me for that one. Andre, Detroit surprises people on Thanksgiving games as well. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, here we go. Second half of the Kansas game. And Marquette is yet to put up a point in the first 3 minutes. Kansas battling back. We're not going to do a full game day breakdown on this game that we're going to discuss right now, but we're going to go a little bit into detail of it. Then we'll wrap up the live show. Marquette still scoreless. Kansas not lighting the world on fire either. Crazy game. Absolutely, Ty. When we get some time, I definitely will. Good advice, William. Follow me on Twitter. I'm going to attempt to go live tomorrow while I'm smoking a turkey out in the backyard. It may happen. And if it does happen, I'm going to post it on Twitter at CapNationKyle ahead of time, giving everybody a fair warning that I'll be going live. Next game we're just going to discuss briefly. Atlanta Falcons facing up against the New Orleans Saints. Brian, yes, I do like Xavier. I do. Four and 6 Falcons, 3 and 7 against the spread. Saints 9 and 1, the hottest offense in the NFL, 8 and 2 against the spread. Steven, there's my father or grandfather, they were not handicappers, believe it or not. My father is good old teamster, driver for motion pictures industry. Be careful betting the Saints. A lot of points tomorrow for a desperate Falcons team. It's one thing that we were just going to discuss. You know, these two teams played back in week 3. with the Saints winning 47. Ty, we'll discuss it when we get some more time. And I'm not in so much pain from my back. You know, you gotta be careful laying that many points with a team that's desperate. Atlanta is in a must-win situation. They cannot afford to lose. They're riding a 2-game losing streak. They just lost to Dallas last week. Matt Ryan is Matt Ryan. However, when he gets in a shootout, he can put up points, as we saw the first time these two teams played. They have zero defense, but the Saints have zero defense. So if we get the Matt Ryan that's capable to put up points, watch out. You know, line opened up at 14. It's down to 12.5 right now. I see BetOnline still has it at 13 offshore. Right now, I really like Atlanta plus the points, plus the 12.5. But the over 60.5 is also juicy. The over 60.5 is very juicy in that game. If I was going to bet one thing right now, I would bet the over. I'd have a, you know, I lean towards Atlanta and the over in that game, but if I had to pick just one, it would be the over. Saints money line, risk a lot to lay a lot. A lot to win a little. There we go, that's better. But all right, guys, I'm going to try and go live tomorrow afternoon. So follow me on Twitter at CapNationKyle. I will post about when I'm going to go live tomorrow. If I go live, it'll be to bring you guys a big free play tomorrow. All right? So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. Thank you guys all for tuning in early for the Thursday show on Wednesday. It is greatly appreciated. We'll be live again tomorrow. Don't forget, if you want to take advantage of one of our Black Friday sales, if you do it today, enter the promo code CD10. We'll save you an extra 10% off our already Black Friday prices. If I don't see you guys live tomorrow or chat, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks for all tuning in. And remember, guys, just go to our website, cappersdirect.com. I'm going to post a link right now. Click on the Premium Play tab. See, the Black Friday sales are unbelievable. If you want to get on board our premium times, our premium plays, there's no better time than right now. All right? I just posted it. Enter the promo code CD10 for an extra 10% off. Good luck to everybody that bet Xavier -1 or got him as a pick'em. Should be a nice winner for everybody. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.